let us see some applications based on work. Before entering into the problems, first we should know that for continuous bodies, potential energy is calculated by taking the consideration of its center of the mass. So that whole body is considered at the center of the mass. So now let us see a problem. Work done in arranging the rod in vertical position. Here the rod is in horizontal position. The work done in order to raise it to the vertical position, that is 90 degrees. Here work done is equals to mgh, where we know that work done is equals to force and displacement. F is equals to ma. Here acceleration due to gravity acts as acceleration. So work done is equals to mgh. Then the height raised by center of the mass will be equal to L by 2. So in place of h we will write L by 2. So work done will be equal to mgh L by 2. Now let's say another condition where a block of mass m is attached to this rod, so that overall work done will be equal to raising the rod into the vertical position. Moreover, the height raised by the block also itself. So we need to consider both the bodies, the rod and the block. So work done will be equal to mgh of rod plus mgh of block. Here height raised by the block mg L by 2, and for the block small m g. So height raised by the block, we need to consider the total length mgl, so that work done will be equal to gl, common in both of them, capital M by 2, where capital M is the mass of the rod, plus small m. Small m is the mass of the block. That's it. Now let's look off into another similar problem. Here in the given figure, a rod of mass m and length L, two particles of mass 4m and 2m are attached to it, to the rod. Find the amount of work done in rotating the rod by 30 degrees from the horizontal position. Here rod is placed horizontally, where two blocks of mass 4m and 2m, 4m at center of mass of the rod and 2m at the free end of the rod are attached, and rod is raised by 30 degrees. Then here h will be equal to L sin theta. Sin theta is equals to opposite by hypotenuse. So sin theta is equals to h by L, where L is the L center of mass of the rod. L center of mass of the rod. So then the work done will be equal to work done of rod plus block 1 plus block 2. So here for the rod, center of the mass will be at L by 2. So mass of the rod is small m, and even the total blocks also in terms of small m itself. So rod is equals to mgh will be mg L by 2. L is the center of mass, so L by 2 sin theta plus block mass will be 4m. Block is at the distance of L by 2 sin theta block 2 mass 2m, so it is the distance of length of the rod, so L sin theta. Here by applying 30 degrees the theta value, sin 30 is equals to 1 by 2. So mgl by 2 into 1 by 2 plus 4 mg L by 2 into 1 by 2 plus 2 mg L into 1 by 2. That's fine. So finally mgl by 4 plus 4 mgl by 4, 4 get cancelled, plus 2 mgl by 2, 2 get cancelled, so that mgl by 4 plus mgl plus mgl will be equal to 9 mgl by 4 by taking the LCM. So final work done is 9 mgl by 4. Hope you understood the problem. The concept is clear. Now let's see what will be the work done in displacing the bob of mass m through an angle of theta with the vertical. So as we know that work done will be equal to mgh, but if the questioner do not give the value of h but L is given, then what will be the relation between L and h? Let's find it out. Now let's consider the triangle OCB. Consider triangle OCB. Here cos theta will be equal to adjacent by hypotenuse. So right triangle, adjacent L minus h, hypotenuse that is length. So cos theta will be equal to 1 minus h by L. H by L is equals to 1 minus cos theta. Then h will be equal to L times of 1 minus cos theta. So work done will be equal to, therefore work done will be equal to mgh, substituting the value of L times of 1 minus cos theta in the value of h, will get mg L times of 1 minus cos theta. Here if it is a rope, if we consider it as a rod, then in case of rod, work done will be equal to mg L by 2 1 minus cos theta. As per the rod, the center of the mass will lies at the center of the rod, that is half of its length. That's fine, that's clear. Now let's see work done by tension in lifting the system with uniform acceleration upward through a height h. Here tension is acting towards upward, whereas mg is acting towards downward, and the system is moved towards the uniform acceleration upward, so that as mg is acting downward and the tension is acting towards upward, then the net force will be F net is equal to acceleration is made upward, so that against mg, so that value of t will be greater than mg. F net will be equal to t minus mg. So F net means ma is equals to t minus mg. then tension will be equal to mg plus ma, m times of g plus a. Moreover, work done is equals to Fs cos theta. Here in this case it will become T into H cos theta, whereas in the before problems I did not mention anything about cos theta because I neglected it, as here force is acting towards the right side and the displacement also made right side, so that value of theta will be equal to 0. In the case of rod problem also, the force is acting towards upward and displacement is also made upward, so cos theta is the angle between the force and displacement. Both are acting towards the same direction, so theta value is 0. So that theta value is 0, cos 0 will be equal to 1. Here th cos theta, where t will be equal to m times of g plus a into h, where cos 0 will be equal to 1, as both tension and acceleration means the displacement which is made, both are doing in the same direction, so work done will be equal to m times of g plus a into h. Here if the acceleration is made downward, then work done will be equal to, here F net will be equal to mg minus t, as here acceleration is made downward, so the value of mg will be greater than value of tension, so mg minus t, and F net will be equal to ma is equals to mg minus t, then value of tension will be m times of g minus a, then work done is equals to T into H cos theta. Here, as in the question, he mentioned that in order to find the work done by the tension, here tension is acting towards the upward, whereas acceleration is made downward, so that the displacement is caused towards the downward, so both are acting towards opposite direction, that is cos 180 degrees. Cos 180 will be equal to minus 1, so work done will be equal to m times of g minus a h cos 180 degrees will be equal to minus of m times of g minus a to h, so that work done will be overall minus of m times of g minus a into h. Here if it is taken to a height h or raised to a height h with a constant velocity, here constant velocity means acceleration, the value of a will be equal to 0, as velocity is constant, so that initial velocity and final velocity will be equal to, initial velocity and final velocity will be same, so v minus v will become 0. In case block taken rises through a height h with a constant velocity, that is the second condition. Condition number 1, condition number 2, then work done will be equal to mgh, as acceleration is equals to 0. Here also, if it is move through a downward height of h with a constant velocity, second condition, then work done will be equal to mgh minus of mgh, as acceleration will be equal to 0. Acceleration is equals to v minus u by t, as a final and initial are both, as velocity is constant and both the values will be same, so v minus v by t, so 0 acceleration is, so at constant velocity work done will be equal to, at constant velocity, work done is equals to minus of mgh. That's clear. Now, shall we do a problem based on this concept? So, note it down. The block of mass m is lowered downward. Said that a block of mass m is lowered downward. That means with the help of a string with an acceleration a is equals to 2g by 3. Said that lowered downward, so acceleration is acting towards in downward direction. Then find the tension. Find the amount of work done by tension. The work done, the block moves a distance of d. That's fine. So he asks you to find the work done due to tension is equals to how much? The acceleration is equals to 2g by 3, where the block is moving towards the downward in direction, displacement of d. So work done due to tension is equals to, as it is a downward, we know that work done will be equal to minus of m times of g minus a into h. So minus of m times of g minus a into h. So here m times of g minus a is equals to 2g by 3, displacement given as d. So value will be equal to minus of m times of 3g minus 2g, g by 3 into d. So work done in moving the block, the displacement of d towards downward will be equal to minus of m times of g by 3 into d. That's fine. Now let's see some problems based on chain. Here, work done in keeping lower end of the chain to the point of suspension. Initially, the chain is hanging normally. Later, a force is applied in this direction. The displacement also made in this direction, so that the value of theta will be equal to 0. Cos 0 will be equal to 1. And the free end of the chain is attached to the point of suspension. Moreover, we know that for a continuous body, potential energy is calculated by taking the consideration of the center of the mass. Initially, the center of the mass lies at this center of gravity, that is half of the length of the chain, L by 2. This is center of mass. Later, when the free end of the chain is attached to the point of suspension, the center of the mass will become half of L by 2, that is L by 4. So work done in keeping lower end of the chain to the point of suspension will be equal to work done will be equal to mg L by 4, where the value of h is equals to L by 4. Work done due to gravitation. If we consider work done due to gravitation, then work done will be equal to minus mg L by 4. Why minus? As always gravitational force will act downward. The displacement is acting upward. The gravitation force will act in the opposite direction, F gravitation. So as both are in opposite direction, the theta will be equal to 180 degrees. So cos 180 will be equal to minus 1. So work done due to gravitation will be equal to minus mg L by 4. That's clear. Fine. Now let's see another concept. Work done in pulling hanging part of a chain onto the table. Here a part of the chain is hanging. So he asks us what will be the work done in order to pull the chain back onto the table. So here in the question, in the figure, 2/3 of the chain is hanging. So 2/3 of the part of the chain is hanging out of the total length. Then find the amount of work done in bringing the chain completely onto the table. So from mgh, here only we are doing work upon the 2/3 of the chain in order to bring back onto the table. So the mass will be equal to 2/3 of the complete mass of the chain. There is no change in acceleration due to gravity, that is 9.8. And what will be the center of mass? Here, the total length hanging will be equal to 2/3 of the length. The center of mass will be equal to 12/3 divided by 2. The center of mass acts at the half of the length of the hanging part of the chain. 12/3 divided by 2. That will be equal to 12/3 to 2. 2 to cancel. 2/3. 3 3 is 9. That's fine. So the work done in the pulling 12/3 part of the chain back onto table will be equal to 2/9 mgl. So let's do another problem. If the work done in bringing one-third of the chain, that is L/3 part of the chain back onto the table. As we know that work done will be equal to mgh. The mass will be equal to, as only one-third of the chain, so m/3 into g. The height, the center of the mass of the L/3 chain will be equal to L/3 divided by 2 will be equal to L/6. So work done will be equal to m into g into L/6 was 18. 6 3 is 18. So work done will be equal to mgl/18. That's fine. So here now let's see an easy problem. In the given figure, find the amount of work done in bringing the block from a depth of h. The mass is given as 10 kg and the mass of the rope is equals to 0.5 kg per meter. Here he did not give the mass of the rope directly. He said 0.5 kg per meter of 10 meters rope. Okay. Here the work done will be equal to, work done is equals to work done for rope plus work done for block. Now here mass of the rope will be equal to, mass is equals to, mass of rope is equals to, as he said 0.5 kg per meter. Per meter it is 0.5. Then for 10 meters 0.5 into 10 is equals to 5. So mass of the rope is equals to 5 kg. Then work done for mass of the rope is equals to mgh. So mass is 5. I will take gravitation value as 10 and height will be equal to 10. The center of mass lies at 10/2 is equals to 5. So 10/2 plus work done in lifting the block. Block is at the height of 10 meters. So mass of the block 10. Gravitation as 10 into 10. 5 5 is 25 into 10, 250 plus 1000. So work done will be equal to 1250 joule. That's it, simple. Let's look after another problem. So here a man took a mass of 2 kg to a height of 10 meters. So mass 2 kg to a height of 10 meters. While taking the block, the final velocity becomes 2 meters. So block is raised to 10 meters and while raising the block, the velocity becomes 2 meters per second. Then they ask us to find the total work done. So here total work done will be equal to, work done will be equal to, as it rises to a height h, mgh, but with a certain velocity, it will be equal to plus half mv square, that is potential energy plus kinetic energy. So mgh will be equal to, mass is equal to 2. Let's consider the value of g is equals to 10 and it's raised to a height of 10 plus half, mass is 2, velocity raised with 2 meter per second, that is 2 square, 2 to get cancelled, 200 plus 2 square will be equal to 4, so total work done will be equal to 204 joules. That's fine. Now let's see the final problem for this class. In the next class we are going to learn about the problems based upon the inclined plane, and later we'll continue the problems based upon work energy theorem. So here in the given figure, find the amount of work done in converting the cubes from configuration 1 to configuration 2. So here in the configuration 1, all the blocks, n number of blocks, lie horizontally. Later they are shifted to vertical position. So here n number of blocks of mass m, where they even given the length of the block, so that center of the mass lies at the level of L by 2, so that initial potential energy will be equal to n times of mg L by 2, whereas in all the problems in before cases we considered mass of the block as a point mass and did not consider the length, but here the length is given, so that we are taking the center of the mass of the each block at L by 2, and n number of blocks are given, so nm, and potential energy final will be equal to n number of blocks of each of mass m, gravitation g, and center of the mass at L by 2, but here n number of blocks, so of each of length L, so how many number of blocks we don't know, so n times of L by 2, so final potential energy will be equal to n square mg L by 2. So work done will be equal to potential energy final minus potential energy initial. The potential energy final will be equal to n square mg L by 2 minus of n mg L by 2. So to taking out n mg L by 2 as common, n mg L by 2 common, n minus 1. So work done in converting the blocks from configuration to configuration 2 will be equal to n mg L by 2 n minus 1. That's it. Very easy. So take care. Have a nice day. Moreover, don't miss my next class. In next class, I am going to teach applications of work based on inclined plane, followed by work energy theorem and sums based on it. They are very important. So don't miss my next class. Stay tuned. Take care. Bye bye.